Hey everyone, it's Mr. Hollywood, and today I'm giving the top 5 second basemen. Now before I give you my picks, feel free to share your picks down below in the comments, and let's begin. Starting off at number 5, Roberto Alomar. This player was one of the most complete players of his time, and definitely one of the most complete second basemen. He had all the stuff. He had the fielding, he had the hitting, he had the power. He was just a great player, and he is definitely a top 5 second baseman of all time. Number 4, Joe Morgan. He kind of falls in the same, except for I think he definitely did have a little bit better power, but his numbers were a little bit comparable. Where I think Roberto Alomar was definitely the better contact hitter, but Joe Morgan was the better power hitter. But they were both great fielders, and they were both very complete players. So they are number 4 and 5. I give Joe Morgan the slight edge. Number 3, Rod Carew. Now Rod Carew's power numbers aren't insane, but he was definitely one of the best contact hitters of his time, and that alone puts him very high. I mean, he got over 3,000 hits. He had a lifetime over 320, which was amazing in his era in terms of batting average. He won the batting title, I believe, 7 times, where it led the league in batting average. Yeah, Rod Carew, he was amazing, and in my opinion, he is the 3rd best second baseman of all time. Number 2, Hornsby, where I will just say this: if you looked at his numbers versus who I have at number 1, you could argue Hornsby's numbers look a little more unbelievable. And to be fair, that is fair enough. I mean, Hornsby was amazing. He was a great contact hitter. He was a great power hitter. I believe he won a Triple Crown. He won a few MVPs. He was just simply an amazing player. However, my number 1 is Jackie Robinson. And the reason I do have Jackie Robinson ahead of Hornsby, despite his numbers, if you looked at it, Hornsby's numbers look a little more unbelievable, is obviously Jackie Robinson. In terms of impact, it's hard to beat him. And I think you could very much so make an argument that he's the most important player of all time. Because even if he isn't the best player of all time, in terms of what he did, it is kind of hard to match that. But simply put, Jackie Robinson, his numbers were still great, and I do give his numbers a little bit of the benefit of the doubt as well, considering obviously he was the one that broke the color barrier, and before he broke the color barrier, he wasn't allowed to play in the MLB. So, because he started a little bit later in his life, like I believe he was near 30 when he started, obviously his prime years, which would have been his early years, obviously we wouldn't have seen how that would have been in MLB. So that's also something I had to consider. But yeah, simply put, Jackie Robinson, he was an amazing player in those, I believe, only 10 years that he actually played in the MLB. And in terms of impact, he's far above the rest. So, in my opinion, Jackie Robinson is the best second baseman of all time. Now, thanks for watching. Feel free to share your picks for best second baseman down below in the comments. And I cannot wait to continue with this series. Now, thanks for watching, and peace out.